Okay, this is Gene, Elvis Burger 2020, and these are the bathrooms just inside Yellowstone National Park. That's not what I want to actually get a picture of. So let's go over here. Something looks a little nicer. Anyways, here I'm going to show you something I did. This cost me 80 bucks, but I guarantee you, this is the best $80 I probably spent on this trip. I'm trying to be frugal. You know, I'm getting donations, so I want to be as frugal as I can, and I'm cutting back as much as I can, but I want to show you this. Do you know what this is? $80. That's an annual pass that you can get. It will let you into any national park, national monument, whatever, for free for a year. Look at it again. Look at that. What that means is I am going to be in Yellowstone. I definitely plan on going through Redwood National Park. I'm planning on mountain biking in Moab, Utah, which means I'm going to go to Arches, which is right by it. Maybe Black Canyon of the Gunnison National Park, cutting across Colorado. And there's a few others I have in mind. I'd like to go to all of them, but I can't really do that. Just pan up. Oh, look, this picture doesn't have any man-made, human-made stuff in it, other than my windshield that has bug crap all over it. Look at that again. Get one of these, people. Oops, it's upside down. 80 bucks. 80 bucks, okay? For the price of something like, well, let's see, $5 for an IPA pint. So what, I'm trying to do math here. For the cost of what, like, crap, I can't even think right now. Well, anyways, for the cost of a few beers, you can, I guess that would be 16. No, 8, 5, yeah, 16. For the cost of 16 IPAs, you can get into any national park or national monument for free. Now, what this means is, I'm not just gonna like, and again, there it is. I want you to see this. I want you to go out and buy one of these and see the national parks. For example, in Florida, when I get home, I'm going to take a drive down south in Florida. Maybe we'll make it another road trip for the vlog, the blog, the whatever. And there are 3 national parks in Florida. There is one out the Dry Tortugas out off the off from Key West a little ways. You have to get there by boat and camp there. There's Key Biscayne Seashore National Park. No, it is not like Key Biscayne where all the rich people live. There's no rich people houses there, but it is in that area. And there, of course, is the Everglades. And I've never been to any of them. And I'm going to go with this annual pass for $80. And you're going to get to see a lot of national park stuff now on this trip. Anyways, hey, that's all I want to say. Buy one of these. I went through, I should have videoed the lady at the, going through, you know, the park ranger. We were talking about this. I told her, when she told me 80 bucks, I handed her my debit card and I said, shut up and take my money. $80. Hey, it's Gene. I'm in Yellowstone. Just passed through a great little section of mountain pass, a lot of snow and water and beauty. But where I'm at right now, you see a lot of more barren trees. A lot of this is maybe from the winter. Some of this, I don't know, man. You know, the snow is still here. This place was still, the road I just did, the eastern entrance to the park doesn't even open until late May. It's only been open a few weeks. Man, it snows around here. But anyways, here's what I want to show you. Look at this thing that I got at Walmart. Yeah, that was Doris's idea, and we're gonna try it out now. And I've got I got no internet service out here, and the radio reception's pretty crappy. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play this CD, or at least some of it, from this guy. This is Kalen Beasley, Northerner. And he, his mom, I think it is the one that they run that bookstore that I got the Emerson and the Whitman and the Thoreau at. What was it? Legends? I think that was the name of the bookstore. Anyways, so here we go, man. We're gonna drive, and I'm gonna put in the CD, and it's kind of, I listened to a little of it. It's kind of like country music, but it's pretty good. So let's give this a shot, see how it goes. Hey, it's Gene again. I just want to shoot a real quick video here. This is interesting. You see the smoke here? Now, this is I think it's Butte Lake. See the mountains way off in the distance. I came from like that away. So this is some ass cold water right now. I'm gonna tell you. I'm just gonna say this, man. This is some ass cold water, as we'd say in the Army. But you know what is so weird about Yellowstone? You know, it's got all the geothermal energy, right? That big super volcano under it or whatever. You know, look at that. You can smell the sulfur here. It smells like rotten eggs. So right here next to the ass cold water, and you can see it's a little, if I get over here, well, you can actually see, maybe you can see it's along the edge here, it's greener. And I'm thinking maybe some of this has to do with, connected with these springs, but it's very interesting that, look at that. So you got hot springs, hot geothermal energy, right next to ass cold water. This is indeed, Yellowstone is a land of some interesting extremes. And if you ever come here, as I promised the ranger when I came in, I said, I'm not one of those idiots that's going to step out of line and get in the middle of the hot springs, crack through the surface, and get boiled to death in hot acidic water. And I'm not going to be trying to take selfies with bison. And she said, thank you very much, because we get people that do that. And I said, yes, I know you do. So, you know, use some common sense when you come to these places. Yeah, there you go. Look at that, man. Looks like it could be like Iceland or someplace, you know? So you got hot boiling water. Steam smells like crappy eggs, man, right next to some ass cold water. Anyways, I gotta get going. I'm gonna be in Yellowstone for like a year if I don't get my butt in here. It wouldn't be such a bad thing, huh? Except the winters here suck. I didn't bring enough clothes for winter. So, anyways, I'm out of here. Elvis Burger 2020. It's Gene. Hey, this is Gene, and I think it's Butte Lake still. The hot springs I just filmed are kind of down around that little spit of land over there. You see the mountains in the distance. At this rate, I'm never gonna even like make it 5 miles because I can stop and videoing. But this is so cool. I came here when I was a kid. I have great memory. I remember Old Faithful. I'm gonna try to. We're gonna see how ass cold this water really is. I'm working my way very gingerly down through these rocks, stones, and whatnot. Here we go. You see, there's actual waves. There are waves in Yellowstone. You could not surf these waves nor boogie board them, but let's just see how ass. Well, it's not that bad. Whoa, yeah, it gets on, yeah, it's not quite ass cold. Well, yeah, for a Florida boy, I guess it is. Anyways, Elvis, 2020, getting my feet wet in Yellowstone. See ya, bye. Hey, it's Gene again. I've made it approximately 6 blocks into Yellowstone shooting all these videos. But I want to show you something. I stopped off for a sec, made a decision. I was just going to do the northeast quadrant of the park, but you know what? To hell with that. I'm doing the whole loop. It's going to eat up some time. I'm already, I'm running behind a little on my schedule, not such as I have one. I don't know if you've really said schedule, but I might involve some stealth camping tonight. We'll see, but I'm going to get to Portland. I'm going to get on around. It's going to happen. But I want to show you something. I was just over here by a tree, doing my part to add to the ammonia content of the soil here, just under a little tree here. In other words, I had to take a quick leak. You know, nature called. Out here in nature. I want to show you what I'm standing next to. Now, I have seen cow turds before, and I have seen deer shit. My guess is, and I'm gonna pick it up. This, I believe, is what you call a buffalo chip. I'm just taking a hunch. I mean, I don't know what else the hell. I've seen bear scat, and I don't see, well, let's break it open a bit here if we can. I'm not seeing, I don't know if I can get it open. I'm not seeing, it doesn't look like bear scat, because bear scat, it's, I don't see the, this is grass shit here. So I think these are buffalo chips. Haven't seen a bison yet. Saw an elk a while back. But I don't know, man. I guess we must be in the land of the bison, because I got a funny feeling that this is a bison chip right here. I'm not an expert on shit. I bullshit a lot, but I'm not an expert on shit. But I think that's what this might be. You know, I don't know. Does a bison shit in the woods? Could be. I don't know. If anyone knows what kind of shit this is, let me know. Hey, Chemo Brown, I know you're out there somewhere. You would know this. You know everything about nature. Or Mikey all day. Mikey knows everything. But anyways, I think this is bison shit out here next to beautiful Butte Lake. Beautiful Butte Lake. Anyways, I'm out of here. Elvis Burger 2020. Bye. And here we are again at Yellowstone. It's one of the hot springs, and to my left, you might be able to hear them when I'm not talking, is the some of the native habitat, native wildlife of Yellowstone in June. It's tourists, and there's a lot of tourists. There's more tourists here than bear shit probably right now. Now I just wanted to picture this. Yeah, it's funny. That looks beautiful and warm and inviting, like a nice hot tub. This, like, you know, geyser right here. But you know what? People come out every year to Yellowstone, and this one's small, but there's just some larger ones, and they have like this I guess cake-like residue, soil, whatever, that comes from the accumulation of the chemicals over the years, and it looks like you can walk on it. And they have these boardwalks. Like, see, I'm on a boardwalk, and you're supposed to like stay on the boardwalk. And there's always these idiots, and they go out, so I'm gonna go out and walk on that. That looks really cool. I'm gonna get a closer picture. And they walk out, and it breaks like thin ice, and they fall into this water. And they don't even recover a body. This stuff literally will, it's acidic and boiling hot. So you will boil to death, and there's nothing to get out of the water, because you just become part of it, because it is like acidic. There's not even a knuckle bone left when it's over. So I'm gonna stay on the boardwalk. And other than that, it's kind of funny, man. Seeing how the different people here are dressed. I just saw a couple from Colorado, and they're bundled up in goose down coats, and then I'm like freaking naked. It seems like the farther I go on this trip, the less clothes I'm wearing or something. I don't know. I think I'm becoming feral. I think maybe two things I have in mind after this trip. There's a few things we'll talk about. There's a few changes in my life. One, I think I'm going to keep the beard, and two, I think I'm going to try to wear as few clothes as possible the rest of my life, if possible. Not to the point of being immoral or getting arrested or freezing to death in the winter, but yeah, I think I'm gonna go feral. Sounds like fun. Anyways, Elvis Burger 2020. The trip continues. Be blessed. Later on. And here's the view of the lake, just so you can see it, and off in the distance, mountains, and here comes a ranger, and in the closer part you see the native fauna here, flora and fauna, and the tourists in the summer. Here comes the ranger. He's probably gonna tell me to put clothes on. Who knows? Anyways, over and out. Bye. Here I am, standing in the beautiful, wonderful breeze of a mud boil geyser, and the smell is like, you know, rotten eggs. And I just think when I was a kid, I built model rockets, and the smell is the exact smell of a spent model rocket engine, which is so it's kind of funny. Brings back memories. Anyways, gee, Elvis Burger 2020. I'm out of here. Anybody want a mud pack facial? Do not do it in this. Hey, it's Gene again, Elvis Burger 2020 at the Continental Divide in Yellowstone National Park, elevation 7,988 feet. Get it, Snoopy, get it on the Continental Divide, girl, yeah! Anyways, wow, I've lost my friggin' mind. I'm way off track on where I'm going. Now I've decided instead of going all the way around Yellowstone, instead of taking the short route, I'm gonna drive down to a little place that that Doris, it's her favorite place in the world. I'm not gonna go as far as Jackson Hole. I don't want to put those kind of miles in. That's too far out of the way, but it's only about 20 miles to Grand Teton National Park. So I'm gonna drive down there, then come back up through Yellowstone. And eventually I'm gonna get to Portland. This is gonna be another couple days, but I don't want to have to rush back. So I'm gonna work this all out. But basically, I've gone feral, folks. I've gone feral. I've gone feral. I want a shaman to turn me into a bear, and I'll just like hang out here and I don't know, freak out tourists or something. Eat stuff, sleep in the winter. This is great here. This is really great. But anyways, here we are, Continental Divide. Yeah. I'm gonna get home eventually. I'm gonna get to Portland eventually. I'm gonna get home eventually. Damn, I'm having a good time. And learning a lot about myself and a lot about the country. And just a lot of stuff. Anyways, Elvis Burger 2020. This is Gene. I'm out of here. Hey, it's Gene on the Elvis 2020 tour. And this is a lake. This happens to be Lake Jenny? Is that what it's called? Doris would know. She wants to live here one day. These are the Grand Tetons. I saw them once when I was very young. Like, I don't really remember them. And I'm seeing them again at 56 years old. What I can say about it is, seeing as they came up, I get a little better view if I go a little farther south toward Jackson. But the best way I can describe these is I spent about a third of the first 21 years of my life living in Europe, specifically in Germany. And they actually remind me of the Alps. I have a lot of memories of the German, Austrian, and Swiss Alps when I was young. And that is what they remind me of. And so anyways, Doris, I am at Grand Teton National Park that you talk about so much. And these are the Grand Tetons. And I'd just like to add that Grand Teton, I think the French named them, and basically what it means is great tits. That just ruined this video, huh? Yeah, so, yeah, big tits or something like that. I guess, you know, they've been out here trapping and exploring, and I guess they hadn't seen a pair in a while or something. I don't know. But these are the Grand Tetons. The big tits of the Rocky Mountains. And you can't take me anywhere to make a video that I won't say something silly, stupid, or otherwise distracting. I'll make a more serious video in a while. Anyways, the Grand Tetons. Elvis Burger 2020. Gene's gone feral. People around here got on coats and stuff. Temperatures in the 50s, and I'm standing here barefoot. Well, I'll show you. Yeah, like I say, I've pretty much gone feral. Hopefully I'll never have a school picture day again. If I do, it'll look like this. Grand Tetons. Hey, it's Gene, Elvis Burger 2020. These are bison. I'm actually just south of Grand Teton National Park. If you go over here, there's a pronghorn antelope. She was checking me out a little while ago. I'm zoomed in just a little bit. I'm across the road. I'm probably 100 yards distant, a little over 100 yards. There's that little rickety fence. They're not worried about me, though. I'm not going to get any closer, though. A lot of stupid people out there. They try to get selfies with bison and stuff, and nah, it's not a good idea. But there you go. Let me pan around, show you where I'm at. I'm a little south. I'm in between the town of Moose and Grand Tetons. Jackson Hole is about 25 miles south of here. There's the Grand Tetons. I was supposed to kind of like gone feral. I'm not where I'm supposed to be. I wasn't gonna go this way. I was going to take a short trip to Yellowstone and probably be seeing my friend in Missoula tonight. And what am I doing? I'm going all over the place around here. But you know what? These are bison, so I don't really care. You know? Little pronghorn go. There's that little pronghorn. Isn't this cool? Yes. Bison. And this is Elvis Burger 2020. I'm gonna get back in the car and figure out what the hell I'm doing tonight, because I gotta figure something out. Way off track. John Farrell. Bison. And pronghorn antelopes. And cars driving by. And some of the most beautiful mountains you'll ever see in your life. The Grand Tetons. But back to the bison. Let's look at the bison. Okay, I'm out of here. Bye. Hey, it's Gene again. Elvis Burger 2020. This is a pronghorn antelope doe by the road, by this bison herd I just filmed. Yeah, it's really sick. Is that people want to go out and hunt these animals for sport, for their pelt, for their hide, for their head, for the hell of it. I had a chance when I was at Fort Carson to get really close to a pronghorn buck one time on a field problem out on top of a mesa. It's just me and the pronghorn. Probably, I kid you not, we were maybe 100 feet apart. We could look in each other's eyes. Can you believe it? People hunt for sport. I'm not a hunter like that. If it's for food, something like that, sure, but something as beautiful as a pronghorn antelope. And of course you see the bison in the background. There used to be millions and millions of those, and white man came along, killed them all. Why'd he kill them all? For sport. And also to starve the Native Americans out. Look at that beautiful, beautiful. I wish I could get up closer, but of course, you know, she'd run away. Pronghorn antelope. How about we have a ban on hunting these things? Anyways, Elvis Burger 2020, Gene, out of here. Elvis Burger 2020, Gene here. A little more close up of some buffalo. It's a big meadow here. It's just a lot of buffalo. I know I was shooting a few videos here. Mitch is going to go nuts. I'm going to have so many videos to put up. It's a little closer. Again, I'm totally zoomed in with the video. You can see here's the road. I would say right now I'm in my car with the window down, and they're probably 200 feet. And it looks a little closer because I'm zoomed in. Probably 200 feet away. They could care less about anybody in a car on the side of the road now. Like I say, there's these morons. They go walk right over there and try to pet one or something, you know, like total idiots. What a beautiful animal. Sadly, so many are gone now. It's like the passenger pigeon. Extinct, overhunted, killed. What beautiful animals. Lots of cars. Oh well. Anyways, I'm out of here. Elvis Burger 2020. Gene. Bye. It's Gene, Elvis Burger 2020. I'm still where I was at with the bison and the I'm out of the car now. They're on the other side of the road. These are some horses out here. I was just talking with a guy here. It's kind of a mix, but some of these may be Mustangs, actually, that are being, you know, raised. Wild horses. But anyways, great shot of the mountains in the background with the horses, and we'll pan back around so you can see where I'm at. More bison, big ass herd over here, I guess, you know, of course. That would be nuts. Can you imagine what it was like back on the Great Plains? We're talking back in the 1850s, before the railroad, you know, because they'd ride through on the railroad and just shoot them off the train, you know, just leave them out there to rot. I guess, you know, you may have seen the movie Dances with Wolves, and the scene where they find the buffalo carcass that's been skinned or whatever, and the meat's just been left. As I say again, they were hunted for sport, They were rarely hunted for meat. They were hunted for sport by white men and as a way to destroy the indigenous culture. For the Plains Indians, the buffalo, it was like a bank account. It would be sort of like if our country was invaded now, and they, in order to destroy our culture, civilization, or people, they just, you know, blew up all the, like you couldn't get your money, you know, because they used them for everything, for food, the hides. You know, they made everything. It was like their economy. Just beautiful. And there's a Winnebago Warrior and a stop sign. Kind of wish I was out here where there wasn't all the traffic and everything. Just, you know. But then again, I've gone feral, so you know, I just want to like go out somewhere like in the grassland and there's like a million buffalo and just, you know, I would have loved to have seen a buffalo stampede back in the day. Anyways, I'm out of here. Elvis Burger 2020, Gene. And it's Gene again. Just a minute after I said I wasn't going to make any more videos, but I just cannot get over these buffaloes. I'm going to zoom in. And this is that herd I just showed. And just a little close-up. They're just so cool, man. I think I could sit here all day and just look at these buffalo eating grass. It's just unreal. Unreal. And they don't care I'm doing this. They're just beautiful, beautiful animals. I'm bobbling all over the place here. Okay, seriously, I gotta go. I gotta figure out what I'm doing tonight. This is Elvis Burger 2020. Gene, I'm out of here. I'm in between Moose, Wyoming, and Grand Teton National Park. Hey, it's Gene. I'm in the car. Just saw the bison. I've had this thing I've been trying to do all day, and I screwed it up like every time, one way or another. And it's I want to give you a view of what I'm seeing out the windshield. I got one of these doohickeys on the advice of Doris yesterday. I've been thinking about it. And it seems to work really good, except every time I try to make a video, I like screw it up. But this time I'm going to get it right. And what I'm going to be playing is some music by a guy named Kalen Beasley. It's called Northerner. It's a, an EP's got what, 1, 2, 3, about 7 or 8 songs on it. He's from Cody, Wyoming. His mom is the owner of the bookstore that I was at earlier today, and she gave me this CD. And I'm gonna get a hold of Kalen Beasley. We're not trying to, you know, make money off this or anything. I just want to play it. It's got a couple of great tunes. I'm gonna play 2 tunes while I drive. And I'd like to do an interview with Kalen. If you're out there, I want to do an interview with you on a podcast. And better yet, I'd like to get my drum and jam with you sometime. But hey, let's give this a shot. Let's see how it works. Oh, I've gone feral, I tell you. Oh, if you think I was crazy when I lived in Ocala before, wait till I get back. It's going to be nuts. Anyways, so here we go. Hey, it's Gene on the Elvis Burger 2020. Look at that plane coming into, I guess, Jackson Hole Airport, not too far away. Here's the Grand Tetons. This fence, you wonder what that is? Well, I'm having dinner right now. This is Dornan's. It's in Moose. It's in between Grand Teton National Park and Jackson Hole. Doris stays here, or has stayed here before in the area. She loves this area. She told me about this. I finally got a hold of her on the phone. I pretty much had no phone service today whatsoever since leaving Cody, and I'm just now uploading some videos. I'll be lucky if I've got 2 up, or 3 up. We'll see if I get any more, because quite frankly, my phone is really eating juice right here. And even though I have internet wireless here at the restaurant, upstairs on the roof, it's not the fastest. So I got a small 7-inch pizza, and this is a Snake River Paco IPA. And that out there, let me stand up, you can see it a little better. That's trail reads out. That's a little river out there. I believe that is the Snake River. So hey, not a bad view from my dinner table, huh? Look at circling around. Everybody's having a good time, chowing down. He's chowing down. I do by now have a shirt on. They wouldn't let me in here without one, so I'm not totally feral at this moment. But I'm checking out Dornan's because Doris recommended it. So here I am. Elvis Burger 2020 tour. Gene here, over and out. Bye. So hey, it's Gene. I'm in Jackson Hole, Wyoming right now, but to be more accurate, I'm in my vehicle. I'm in Snoopy right now in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. And Flying Horse Healing Arts has just sent me $25 via Venmo. It just showed up on my phone. Who is Flying Horse? I shall have to see who this is. You can help support this trip, you know, and see all this cool stuff with me. Yeah, so here's the deal. I never planned on being in Jackson Hole. What happened was I originally a couple days ago, what I was going to do was just take the interstate on up to like Livingston, Montana, which is sort of the big town, you know, to go in the main entrance to Yellowstone, which is the northern entrance. It would have been a quicker drive and everything, but I was like, no, you know, I'm going to take the scenic route. So I got off the interstate over in northeastern Wyoming and just started cutting across from Devil's Tower in northeastern Wyoming over to Yellowstone through Cody last night, and then the Shoshone National Forest and on into Yellowstone. And then I got to Yellowstone and I said, well, I'm just going to do, you know, if you know Yellowstone at all, it's basically, you got kind of a circular route around it. It's almost kind of like a figure eight, really. But essentially, I was going to drive the 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock quadrant of that circle, which is kind of the back 40 in the sense that even though Livingston up in the north is kind of where the main entrance is, Old Faithful and I don't know, there's some big lodge down there by Old Faithful, all that stuff where it's down in the southwestern end, more or less. So I was going to go up around through the northeast, and I got to where you turn to take a right in the park to go northeast. And so what do? I said, the hell with that, man. And I turned left. So I said, well, I'll go down and I'll do the whole loop around Yellowstone. Well, I got down to where you turn to do that, and you can go south to Grand Teton. And I said, the hell with that. I'm going to go see Grand Teton National Park. So I drove on down and got to Grand Teton. And this whole time I got no internet, and I got a ton of videos and whatever. And so I said, well, what the hell with that? I'm going to keep driving down, you know. So I get to Moose, which is about halfway between Grand Teton and Jackson Hole. And I got a hold of Doris on the phone, and Doris, not on the phone, but on text. And Doris, you know, she's come out here a few times on vacation. It's been a few years, but she's come out here. She knows the area really well. And she says, look, man, you need to go to Dornan's and go sit on the roof, man. They got a, you know, dining area on the roof and, you know, roof patio, whatever. And so I went up there, and you get this, you saw the video, you get this great view of the mountains. It's just really cool. So I got done there, and then I sat in the parking lot charging my phone with my engine running and using their wireless to upload all the videos I uploaded earlier this evening. And then boogied out of there and drove down here the last, 10, 12 miles to Jackson. And just as a note, I got here with no problems. The speed limit's 55, but at night it's 45. And the reason why is you need a little extra stopping distance because you may be driving down this, you know, it's just a dark highway, 2-lane. No lights, whatever, you know, no street lights. And you might just run into a bison standing in the middle of the road. And if you hit a bison with your car, it's possible your car's going to have more damage than the bison since they weigh as much as a car. So you drive a little slower, but I got here to Jackson. I took a little stroll around, posted some pictures. I don't know, so maybe I don't know what the glare's going to be. This, I don't know if you can see this, but I just figured this is where I parked at. Teton Mountaineering is right there across the street. And I'll tell you what, man, that place, woo, they got some gear I'd love to have. Give me $1 million and let me go in that store. Anyways, I don't know if you could even see that. But speaking of homes here, I did see some home listings in a window at a realtor. And the cheapest I saw was something like $985,000. It was a lean-to. No, kid, it was a house, but Yeah, there were homes. The home, but it is expensive to live. This is a rich person's place. Although Keegan at the Five and Dime, where I bought a couple of bumper stickers for Snoopy, informed me we were joking around. I told her, yeah, you know, Doris wants to move here one day. And I always tell her, if I'm with her, man, no way, man, we got to go to Colorado, dude, where the weed's legal. But I hear, or Doris always says, yeah, you think you can have trouble finding weed, man, in like Jackson Hole, Wyoming? Now, Keegan, he's a young guy here. He works at the store. He assured me, not only can you find good, you can find weed easy in Jackson Hole, but they got quality stuff here. It's probably all pharmaceutical coming up from Colorado, is my guess. But anyways, enough about weed. Just one of those concerns I had about moving out west. Man, I want to go where it's legal. I'm not going to come all the way out west and then be in a state where it ain't legal. But here, you know, if I could afford a tent, maybe for, you know, $500,000. Anyways. Oh, so here's what I'm going to do. Instead of driving back up, I'd have to wait till tomorrow to drive up through the parks again. I'm not going to do that, you know. What I'm going to do, I find a route that comes out of here, runs some state highway over into Idaho. We're right by the border. And I get over to Interstate 15 and then run up that. That'll take me up to, I don't know, somewhere up around Butte or something like that. I got to pick up a t-shirt for Mitch in Butte, Montana, and I want to go there because it is the home of the first local, union local of the United Mine Workers is Butte, Montana. And as I said in an earlier video when I was in Iowa, my great-grandfather was the godfather of John L. Lewis, the founder of the United Mine Workers. So I'm going to spend just a little time there, not long. And then in Missoula, I have a friend to see there, hopefully. She will be available. And then on through Idaho to Spokane, where I'm going to say hi to someone that I went to school with who lives there. And then over to the Seattle area, got a couple people to see there. This is going to be like a day. This is going to be like, hi, how you doing? What's up? I'm out of here. I got to go. So I'm looking at being in Portland and seeing Turk in next 48 hours for sure. So anyways, weed's legal in Oregon and cheap. They have a glut. But I don't mind talking about it. Anyone who knows me knows, you know, I smoke a little once in a while. But I figure if it's an illegal state, what's wrong with saying something about it? Now we just get wise and legalize it all over the U.S. That would be a good thing. But anyways, it's really late. I'm gonna drive. The goal is to see if I can make it over to the interstate and find a rest stop. So here I am, probably the poorest guest in Jackson Hole at this time. I'm walking around. It's a well-to-do place here, definitely well-to-do, but really cool people. I like to hang out with Keegan. I bet Keegan got some stash on him right there at work. Who knows? I should have said, yo, dude, when this place closed, man, you know, let's hang out, man. But anyways, didn't do that. Got some folks walking by the van, giving me a wave while I'm talking to you. They look like very nice lady. She looked like she might have had a couple pints. But anyways, very nice people here. But yeah, it's definitely is a high-end area, I'll tell you that. But anyways, I've been blabbing way too long, and I'm going to get off here now and prepare to drive. So hopefully I will see you tomorrow. And tonight I'm going to get some miles down. And maybe if I'm lucky, I'll actually be up in Montana next time I talk. What's up? Elvis Burger 2020, Gene. I stopped at a rest stop on a highway on the way to Idaho Falls last night. About 24 miles short of the city. I got over the Teton Pass. Got to be about 1-something in the morning. Got kind of tired. It's supposed to be a scenic view here. It's a scenic view of a Pepsi machine. It's 5:35 in the morning now. I'm back on the road. I guess it's the scenic view. It's pretty cool. Got some rolling hills and mainly over here. I don't know, man. I'm just headed that way. I don't know. It's scenic. It's just, I guess I was in Wyoming yesterday, so I mean, this is really beautiful country. And I know I'm going to see some great stuff coming up, but I got the rolling hills here and whatnot. Anyways, I got a couple hours of sleep, probably. Not a lot, to be honest. I'm going to have a little caffeine and keep driving. All right. I'm going to be in Portland pretty soon. Next day or two. All right, this is Gene. Elvis Burger 2020, over and out. See ya, bye. Hey, it's Gene. I'm on the side of Interstate 15, a little north of Idaho Falls, headed to Butte, Montana. It is 6:45 in the morning Mountain Time, and we are Facebook Live. Give you a view down the road. That's what I'm looking at, people. .80-mile-an-hour speed limit here. Some beautiful mountains off to the left. I don't know what range they are. I just got a photo of them. Off in the distance, the color of the mountains is almost exactly like the color of the clouds. I have no idea how far you can see out here, but you can see a long damn ways. I've never been to Idaho before until passed over Teton Pass last night around midnight. I always get a little thrill when I go to a new state. It goes back to when I was a kid. My dad was in the military. He told me one time, I've crossed the United States something like 3 or 4 times before I was 10. I can't remember. I have memories of it. I remember traveling through Arizona when I was 4. We stopped off at some relative's house or something. I don't know. I remember I got a red plastic guitar. It was the first musical instrument I ever got in my life, and probably wrecked it. Never could really play guitar. Played a little bass for a while. That's how my buddy Michael Turch started playing bass. I had a bass, and he was named Stormbringer, and I was a plunk around on it. And now I'm headed out to Portland to see my buddy Turk, and I got my drums, and he's got his bass. I think he has a couple. He said his best one is named Stormbringer, and my best drum is named Stormbringer. It's funny, after all these years, we're going to get together, and we have a rhythm section. Drums, bass. We got the cake. I always say in a band, the rhythm section, the drums and bass are the cake, and the guitarist and singer are just the frosting. But they get all the glory, but they're not the cake, they're just the frosting.